Hi everyone, welcome to Kayla's Cooking Corner. My name is of course Kayla, and today we're going to be making two recipes. First, I've always wanted to try to make tofu, so I found a recipe on Pinterest for a crispy tofu. Seems really simple. We're going to walk through all the steps, and I'm really excited to see how that comes out. Second, we're going to make a teriyaki noodle stir fry, which I'm so excited about because I have been craving it for a long time and I just haven't made it. So I also found this recipe on Pinterest as well, and I'm going to be adding mushrooms, carrots, and peas into it, and I'm also going to have beef as well. So this recipe isn't going to be fully vegan, but it is something that I've been inspired about of wanting to try to make more vegan dishes because one of my best friends is vegan. So I've been able to just have a new appreciation for vegan food and just see that world. So come on down, let's go. We're gonna make the crispy tofu first. Hi guys, welcome to the counter now. So I'm showing you the tofu because we needed extra firm tofu for this recipe. And now we're gonna open up the tofu and drain it for about 30 minutes to start this process. So I'm going to do that right now. This is what it looks like right there, big old block. All right, so here's the tofu that I opened up. Here's the cutting board, so I'm gonna be cutting the tofu in half, and then I'm gonna show you the process that I found from this recipe on Pinterest of how to drain it. And like I said before, it's gonna be about 30 minutes for that. All right, so we got the two pieces right there. So now in the recipe, it's saying to put down 2 paper towels. I'm just doubling it because, let's be honest, it's probably going to get really watery real quick. And even though this is a good brand of paper towels, shout out to Bounty, still, just in case, that's why I'm doing that. But here are the 2 pieces right here. And then I'm going to be adding 2 more on top, 4 paper towels on top. Put the cutting board on top, and then I'm gonna go grab some cans, but I'm gonna put some cans on top as well. So here are the cans I just grabbed on top to give it some weight for it to drain. So now let's look at our clocks, and it's gonna take about a half hour for that to drain. All right, so now it's been a half hour for the tofu to drain, so I'm just gonna take the cans off right now and get that out of here. Yeah, they look good. They really did. It's good I did 4 because it really did soak it up a lot. So from doing this, that is my tip, is that instead of just doing 2 little paper towels like it said, just do the 4. Because now it's pretty good. We'll cut it up into cubes and put in olive oil first. So cubes, olive oil, and then the seasoning. We'll mix it all together, and then we're gonna cook the tofu. And we're just going to throw it in this bowl right here. And then I just have to cut up the other one as well. Now that both of the tofu pieces are cut up into cubes, like I said, like that sugar cube size, put into this bowl, now we're going to add the olive oil. So let me do that right now. And it's 1 tablespoon of olive oil, so that all of the tofu pieces do get that olive oil on it, which will be nice. Needs that coating. And then I'm going to show you in another bowl all the dry ingredients that I'm going to mix together, and then we're going to put on all of the tofu pieces. Trying to make the lighting so that you can see it really nice over here, but it's kind of shady today. Casting like a shadow over this counter, so if it's not the best, I apologize, but let me show you that. So there it is, tossed with the olive oil. So in the white bowl to the left of the tofu pieces, I have the dry ingredients that I'm going to whisk right now, and then I'm going to mix in with the tofu pieces before I put them on the parchment paper for them to start cooking. So it is 15 minutes, but then once that 15 minutes is done, we're gonna flip them and then they're gonna cook for about another 15 to 20 minutes. So back to the dry ingredients that in a second I'll put on the tofu pieces. It is 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, or I just did regular salt because I didn't have sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So let me just whisk these right now. Like I said, I'm gonna be pouring them onto the tofu pieces, mixing that together, and then throwing them on the parchment paper to cook for their first 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Super excited, but so far, these crispy tofu pieces have really been super easy. So I hope that flavor-wise, they really are gonna taste great once they are done. Because like I said earlier, I've had tofu that's bland and it's just not appetizing to me at all. But when I've had it really seasoned well, cooked well, crunchy, that's when to me tofu is worth it to make, but also just eat in general too. All right, so those are whisked together perfectly. Pouring it on right now. Hopefully I didn't block that. It's hard with my arm here, but here we go. Just putting in a little bit of this. Now I'm just gonna get them all coated so all the pieces have it and they'll be good to go. My hands are clean, everyone. Don't worry, but I am gonna just do this. Sometimes you just gotta get in there and get it done. And that's what this process is about right now. It's just so much easier than using a spoon at this point. And now I'm gonna place them on the parchment paper. So yep, I'm just placing them right now on the parchment paper. My final product of me squishing all the tofu pieces onto this cookie sheet. So like I said, I'm gonna put it in right now, cook for about 15 minutes and then flip it. While the tofu is cooking, I'm gonna be cooking the beef. I cut up some onions and carrots, and those are gonna go in together right now. So I added onions into this when I did not think I was going to. So those are all gonna cook for a little bit together. I have the water going on right now for the noodle, so hopefully that will come to a boil soon. And then in a few minutes, I'm gonna have to flip the tofu and put it back in for another 15. So there's like 3 parts going on right now. But what's great is that we're on like the final stretch, really. The noodle's gonna be the easiest part, of course. And then we're gonna cook this up and the tofu will be almost done. So I'm excited. So let me get in the beef. Let me just move this right here. I brought the temp down on the beef because I was getting a little out of control. But as you can see, I added the carrots and onions into it. But I just bought this like stir fry seasoning. So I thought it would be good just to add that to give the meat some flavor. Add some flavor too, as well as the onions and the carrots. So I'm gonna be doing that right now. I was just pouring that in. So there it goes. And it says I need to add some water in as well and just like keep stirring. So I'm going to do that. I added in the water, so now I'm just gonna keep stirring this for a little bit. But it's looking really good. I think you guys can see it on there, but I'm super happy with how it's turning out. This is just awesome. My water is ready for the noodles, so I'm gonna add that in right now. Here's the final result. I added the beef mixture with the carrots and onions and the stir fry seasoning first. Noodles on the bottom, let me show you right here. And I put some teriyaki sauce on that as well. Here's that. And then I added peas, mushrooms, and then of course the crispy tofu, which ended up coming out great. Super happy with that. Well, there you have it, guys, crispy tofu, which is awesome. Very happy with that. And then we also walk through the steps of how to make a teriyaki noodle stir fry, with some veggies and beef in it as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a really fun time making this, and it was nice that it wasn't too involved. The recipe is pretty easy, and as you walk through it and make everything, it came out really nice. Have a great day, guys. This was Kayla's Cooking Corner, and of course, if you have any recommendations of recipes that you think I should try to make next, put them in the comments below. Bye!